Could be the craziest phone call I've ever made in my life. What's happening, guys? I almost never feel the need to apologize for videos that I've made before, given the circumstances of what's going on, and been struggling to kind of find focus without being able to travel and get to some of these boats that I've lined up. So those last few videos I kind of just felt I had to make them. I didn't necessarily want to make them. But damn, if I have to do another sit down video, I'd just rather not. Anyway, we're heading off down to the beach, first time in a long time. Got a couple of things I want to talk about. This episode could be a fun one depending on how long I drag it out for. I'll give you a nice update of what's going on and kind of add a second niche to this channel. And the reason I'm doing that is because if I can't travel, there's a lot of other content that I'd love to make, and I've got to keep it exciting. And this is sure as hell going to be exciting. Surfboard. Helmet for the Evolve. Wetsuit. Bex and I are making the most of the situation. Come down to the beach for the first time in a while. I haven't had a surf in months, and my back, to be honest, hasn't really been up to scratch to be able to. But for the past 3 weeks, I've been seeing a specialist every day. They've been strengthening my core and my legs, my bum, believe it or not. And he actually encourages having a surf and giving it a try. So today is my day to see how I'm holding up. And Becca gets her surfer boyfriend back.
Yes.
Okay, what's happening, everybody? It's the next day. Many of you guys probably don't know about me whatsoever, but when I was 16 years old, I used to jump over the fence from my high school at the age of 16 when I started flying helicopters. So I'm outside my gate of my old high school just to show you guys that this is exactly where it all started for me with aviation. So this is the fence I used to jump over. I used to leave my bike outside exactly like this guy is here. I used to jump over that fence or run through as soon as the teacher left, run through the gate over there, hop on my bike, and then make my way down this road, go straight to the airport. About was basically I had no real interest in going to university, and I was kind of wanted to travel and go and work abroad and stuff like that. So my dad said to me, Jared, you play drums, because I used to play drums a lot, and he said your coordination's so good, you should fly helicopters. It was so random, and he had flown airplanes most of his life. So I ended up flying at 16, finishing my license at 18, but I had no idea what to do with it. It was so bloody expensive. We could barely afford it as a family to even get the license. So it was a bit random. Now that I'm looking back at it, I should have just gone straight to planes because they're a lot cheaper. But today, and where I'm getting at with this, I'm picking up my dad, and I'm going for an intro flight on a fixed wing Sling 2. I bought him an intro flight for him to see what it's like. He's owned about 3 airplanes back in his day, smaller ones, nothing too fancy at all. But this will be his first flight in many, many years. So I'm pretty excited about this. By the way, my dad's really funny. He used to own this big house and then sold it, bought a caravan, and now has a Range Rover and a caravan. And this is his life. What's happening?
you go in mine?
No, we're going in mine.
You sure?
I have to go in mine, yeah.
Do you?
Becca said if you leave with my car and I have to drive the Defender in town, then you have to go all the way to Mossel Bay. So we're going in this one, yeah.
Alright, let's put it away quickly.
Okay, cool. His retirement is just to be able to surf and live in a van. And that's my dad's life, so pretty chilled, relaxed life. You ready?
Oh, always born ready. Chip rope.
How did he do?
Yeah, he still got it.
Is it?
No problem at all.
Still got it, huh?
How did you look?
That was fun, man. It was a lot more natural than I think trying to like have my first flight on a chopper. Okay, this must be all very confusing for the yachting followers, but yeah, I think I need to sit down and talk this through properly once I'm over this little buzz. But I started flying before I started working on boats, and I haven't done it in so many years, so getting back in the air, just, I don't know, maybe I'm acting cool, calm and collected, but I'm really pretty happy right now. You know, after that flight, things got pretty real pretty quickly for me, in possibly one of the most exciting ways I could have ever imagined. Maybe you've seen it through the title. I'm not really sure what I was going to call this video while filming it, but just something I wanted to elaborate on and have you come to realize was I got into yachting because of aviation. It was a way for me to go and earn savings and come back and fly. It was a way for me to go and travel and explore, because that was what was most fundamental to me. It was exploration was the reason I joined yachting, not necessarily to make it a career. But number one in the beginning was aviation, and in fact the reason I got my job on my first super yacht was because of my helicopter license. And now of course I'm back here, I'm in South Africa. I've injured my back. I hope everyone remembers that that is the main reason why I left Yacht Orient, was I injured my back, and it kind of forced me into the realm that I wanted to be in, which was YouTube and filming on board boats around the world. And as I've mentioned many times, but I know that there are people that circle through these videos, I have lined up more than 10 boats around the world to go and film on board, and it is so exciting that it's actually frustrating me because I still can't leave South Africa at the moment. And not being able to leave South Africa brought me to the realization of the fact that I rely too much on other people to create content. There's no boats, yachts, big yachts in South Africa, none, zero. So I have to travel every time out of my country just to make decent YouTube videos. And I realized so quickly how much of a mistake that was, considering I've left yachting specifically for now, the near future, because of my back, and am unable to make videos now that I'm locked down because of the pandemic. And it made me realize very quickly that I need to make a change. Everything fell into alignment after weeks of research, and then I made a call. This could be the craziest phone call I've ever made in my life. Stefan, how's it going, man? I figured while you're building the plane, I could be obtaining my NPL and getting everything out the way, and if I feel I'm capable, then, you know, ferry it down eventually after doing some stuff up there in Johannesburg. I just feel like this is probably the most affordable, best plane I could get for the price, and because of that, I don't really want to lose it. I've been offered 3 other planes, older bush babies, all with different road taxes. I don't know where they're coming from, what they look like, or how they fly, so I almost prefer the route that I'm moving forward with you, you know? I know it's a while away, but if we can just start talking at some point, if you can send me some color ideas just so I can start thinking about this thing, because it's gonna be in camera a lot. So I've just got to think about, you know, what the options are, and if I can get to that, that'll be awesome at some point. I'm ready to sign for the plane. Thank you so much, eh? Thank you, I'm very excited. Okay, cheers, man. Bye. I think I just bought an airplane. It's currently being built as we speak. The build process of it is looking to take about 3 months' time. I have no idea exactly when I'll look to get the plane, and in fact I don't even know how to fly it yet. So I've got an entire license to do, and when I'm unable to make yachting content like exactly in this period of time, or when I'm between jobs of filming boats around the world, I will be coming back here to fly backcountry airplanes into the mountains, airplane camping, coffee on hilltop mountains throughout South Africa and hopefully other parts of Africa as I get better at becoming a pilot. I'm extremely excited about collaborating the two together, of being able to showcase aviation content and backcountry style flying, as well as being able to film the most unbelievable yachts around the world in different locations, and build that as the foundation of my YouTube channel so that I can just constantly create YouTube videos, which is what brings me the most happiness out of any job I've ever done. I'm very excited about this episode. I know it was all over the place, and in fact, obviously the videography that I did of the planes was like nothing that I have in mind for future videos. It's not my airplane, so I couldn't rig it up for YouTube and stuff like that and stick GoPros all over the wings, but that is most certainly what I'm going to be doing on my own airplane when it arrives in 3 months' time. It still doesn't feel completely real. Those of you guys that are going to want a little bit more detail about the plane, I will give it to you as soon as I have like all of the specifications. But basically, for those of you that know a little bit about aviation, it's pretty much the South African version of a Kit Fox. For those of you that don't know, I'll place it up here. And for those of you that have been watching Trent Palmer, I've been like sucking up his videos for the past 3 weeks solid. So I'm gonna actually link Trent Palmer's videos down below, because I want some of you guys that are like boating freaks and geeks and wondering what the hell I'm up to here. It's an unbelievable aviation channel based out of America, but this country, South Africa, has got so much potential to do pretty much exactly the same thing, and would love to be a part of it here in South Africa. So I will link his channel down below. Catch you guys in the next one.